Hi, my name is David, presenting the video of my chiropractic rationale. In this video, I would like to talk about one, a bit of history about the chiropractic, two, a bit about myself and why am I here, and three, what I have learned so far in this course and what I would like to achieve in the future. Now, a bit about the history. The School of Chiropractic was founded by Dr. Daniel David Palmer, who performed the first adjustment in 1895 to Mr. Harvey Liddard, who's been deaf for 17 years, and he actually regained his hearing after the adjustment. Dr. Palmer later then developed the concept of subluxation, and he opened the first chiropractic school 2 years later. In Australia, the first chiropractic practice was opened by Barbara Brake, who attended Dr. Palmer's school. Now, over the last few decades, chiropractic has been gaining its popularity as an alternative healthcare system. However, the majority of the public are still not very familiar with its benefits to health, mainly due to its controversy and criticism from other health professionals, and also the lack of extensive scientific research behind it. Now, a bit about myself and why am I here. Now, chiropractic is relatively new to me as well. I've been working as a full-time pharmacist for the last 9 years now. And I just started my chiropractic journey early this year as a part-time student. Now, unlike most of my peers who had chiropractic related experiences before, prior to stepping into this course, I personally have no previous experience or understanding to chiropractic at all. My first encounter with a chiropractor was when my wife started her chiropractic treatment in about last December. My wife had a history of a lower back pain, even though she's only in her mid-20s. She had lower pain during pregnancy, and things actually got worse after giving birth to our son. Now, other than the lower back pain, she was also suffering from fatigue, dizziness, irritability, neck pain, shoulder pain, low energy, cramps, leg pains, allergies, and low immunity at all times. We were lucky that after going a few massage therapy sessions, we met one particular therapist who recognized a misalignment in her cervical spine and suggested that she should see a chiropractor. If it wasn't because the X-ray checkup by the chiropractor, we wouldn't know that her pelvic bone was twisted. Her lumbar spine was slanted from an old injury where she fell from the stairs when she was about 15 years old, and also her cervical spine is in phase 2 degeneration. Now, after a few adjustments, I see a significant improvement to my wife's condition, and also the fact that she regained her energy levels, meaning that her quality of life has improved. Now, this have generated my huge interest towards the chiropractic profession. Now, after a bit of research around it, I felt that it's such a great profession, and I'm very motivated to become a chiropractor myself. Now, my chiropractic understanding so far is that we view the general health in a holistic approach. Basically, our nervous system controls and coordinates all the functions in our bodies. And when there's no nerve interference, our body has the ability to heal itself. Now, in the opposite, when there's some interference in the system, as we call it, subluxation, the body won't be self-healing, and thus dysfunction and degeneration occurs. Now, throughout my career as a pharmacist, I've seen so many cases where the general medical approach will try to fix the patient's presented symptoms rather than looking at the root of the problem. For example, pain, most commonly, pain relief medication was prescribed when you have a headache, period pain, back pain, arthritis, sport injury, and so on. and it's basically that's what we do. I couldn't help to start to have some doubts on how are we treating our bodies in the general health system. And when I learned that chiropractic is not just about fixing symptoms, but also help the body to function correctly, to be able to repair itself in the long run, it all makes sense to me. I like the fact that chiropractors tend to search for the cause of the problem, fix it and maintain it. For example, when looking for headache as a symptom, we look for the possible misalignment that causes the headache, and then when we maintain a good spinal health, we no longer need medications for the headache. So what I've learned so far in this course. Firstly, I'm very glad I'm able to study chiropractic course in Brisbane especially. It's even though it's still quite new at CQU. Now the lectures, they're great. Lectures throughout the course are extremely knowledgeable and experienced. The classes are very interactive, and I like that how we operate in small groups. This way it allows us to get useful and informative feedbacks from our lecturers. In my first semester, I'm getting a solid understanding on what a chiropractic does in the field and the importance of the basic techniques such as postural analysis, ancillary techniques, range of motion, muscle testing on special muscle groups, and motion palpation on the spine. Now, it's a long journey ahead as I'm studying this part-time with full-time job and having other commitments, but it's been very enjoyable. And I hope that I can integrate my pharmacy career with the chiropractic profession in the future. Hopefully, I would like to open my own practice, and most importantly, I like to see myself helping other people, promoting the health and benefits of the chiropractic, and also to be engaging in positive interaction with other health professionals. Thank you for listening.